noise, the flattering noise on leaves, and the slapping grass at the fall of each big drop. That, and the intense hiss with the intense stream. That, and that same intensity not growing less but growing more quiet and delicate with the turn of the nozzle, up to the extreme tender whisper, when the water was just a wide veil of film. Chiefly, though, the hoses were set much alike, in a compromise between distance and tenderness of spray, and quite surely a sense of art behind this compromise, and a quiet, deep joy, too real to recognize itself, and the sounds therefore were pitched much alike, pointed by the snorting start of a new hose, decorated by some man playful with the nozzle, left empty, like God by the sparrow's fall, when any single one of them desists, and all, though near alike, of various pitch, and in this unison. These sweet pale streamings in the light lift out their pallors and their voices altogether, mothers hushing their children, the hushing unnaturally prolonged, the men gentle and silent and each snail-like withdrawn into the quietude of what he singly is doing. The urination of huge children stood loosely military against an invisible wall, and gentle, happy, and peaceful, tasting the mean goodness of their living like the last of their suppers in their mouths, while the locusts carry on this noise of hoses on their much higher and sharper key. The noise of the locust is dry, and it seems not to be rasped or vibrated, but urged from him as if through a small orifice by a breath that can never give out. Also, there is never one locust, but an illusion of at least 1,000. The noise of each locust is pitched in some classic locust range out of which none of them varies more than 2 full tones, and yet you seem to hear each locust discrete from all the rest, and there is a long, slow pulse in their noise, like the scarcely defined arch of a long and high-set bridge. They are all around in every tree, so that the noise seems to come from nowhere and everywhere at once, from the whole shell heaven, shivering in your flesh and teasing your eardrums, the boldest of all the sounds of night. And yet, it is habitual to summer nights, and is of the great order of noises, like the noises of the sea, and of the blood, her precious grandchildren, which you realize you are hearing only when you catch yourself listening. Meantime, from low in the dark, just outside the swaying horizons of the hoses, conveying always grass in the damp of dew, and its strong green-black smear of smell, the regular, yet spaced noises of the crickets, each a sweet cold silver noise 3-noted, like the slipping each time of 3 matched links of a small chain. But the men, by now, one by one, have silenced their hoses and drained and coiled them. Now only 2, and now only 1 is left, and you see only ghost-like shirt with the sleeve garters, and sober mystery of his mild face like the lifted face of large cattle inquiring of your presence in a pitch-dark pool of meadow. And now, he too is gone. And it has become that time of evening when people sit on their porches, rocking gently and talking gently and watching the street and the standing up in their sphere of possession of the trees, of birds hung havens, hangars. People go by, things go by. A horse drawing a buggy, breaking his hollow iron music on the asphalt. A loud auto, a quiet auto. People in pairs, not in a hurry, scuffling, switching their weight of a stivial body. Talking casually, the taste hovering over them of vanilla, strawberry, pasteboard and starched milk, the image upon them of lovers and horsemen, squared with clowns and hueless amber. A streetcar raising its iron moan, stopping, belling and starting, stentorious, rousing and raising again its iron increasing moan, and swimming its gold windows and straw seats on past, and past, and past, the bleak spark crackling and cursing above it like a small malignant spirit set to dog its tracks. The iron whine rises on rising speed, still risen, faints, halts, the faint stinging bell, rises again, still fainter, fainting, lifting, lifts, faints forgone, forgotten.